Am I getting paranoid about eBay? Or is it really a thing? I'm talking about slow day out of the blue, surrounded by days with very steady sales. It happens to me over and over and over again. And I was trying to crack this nut open for last 2 years. Have I finally done it? Do I have an answer and a correcting measure? I think I have. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid 24/7 carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad. Today I would like to talk about something that is very, very strange to me. And if you want to tell me that I'm paranoid, well, you don't need to. I feel paranoid about this. Even when I think about it, not to mention speaking about it publicly on YouTube. This thing was bothering me for last 2 years, guys. 2 years. But before we start, if you're interested in this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would also be super grateful if you could click that like button anytime while watching this video. So guys, I get those very quiet days out of the blue that are surrounded by days of good, decent, or at least steady sales. Yeah, like I sell similar amount of items for 3, 4, 5 days, then boom, deep out of the blue, and then boom, back to the business as normal. I had that at least 2-3 times a month, up to twice a week. And I've started to think about it more or less 2 years ago. I even remember exact circumstances. It was shortly before I was going to UK, and when I went to UK, when I was there, I had that raging video about ROAS in promoted listings. And if you are a long-time subscriber, you may remember this, that you shouldn't look at that ROAS. Anyway, it was in the vlogging video, I believe. Anyway, you know me, guys, and I'm a drill bit. I'm a drill bit and I drill. We've got a saying in Poland, I am looking for the hole that is in something that is solid. Yeah? I don't like to accept explanation just because it fits narrative. Yeah? Because everybody says so, because, you know, people think that's what it is. I need evidence, I need proof, I need empirical data that shows me everything black and white. That's who I am. I know it's not easy to be like that. Yeah, I would like eBay to be transparent and open, but they are not. It's often impossible to obtain certain data. It's often impossible to get answers from the helpline. So yeah, but that's not going to stop me drilling. So I can't accept an explanation that eBay is leveling down my sales because I had some good sales. Now I have to have a day that is slow to level it out. No. I don't accept that lighthouse effect. No. Or I don't accept eBay has switched me off. Forget about it. And honestly, for some people, it is an abstract idea, abstract concept to think about something for 2 years. But Poles are very stubborn people. It took us 50 years to get rid of Soviet Union, but we did it. Anyway, fun fact is, when you talk to US soldiers who were deployed in Poland as a part of US military presence in Europe, they will often tell you that Poland is like Texas in the middle of Europe, full of proud and stubborn people with a short fuse. Yeah, but that's a side note. So the situation is, I run a streak of steady sales. Yeah, 7, 8 sales a day, 6, 7, 6, 8, something like that. Yeah, on a regular basis, day in, day out, for a period of time. Then I get a day when I have one sale very early in the morning, and that's it. If I'm lucky, I get another sale from the offers that I have sent out in the morning. Yeah, and I end up the day with 2 sales. Yeah, new watchers are far and few between, few and far between, few and far between. Traffic goes down. There is no offers from buyers. Generally, very quiet day, and basically, there is no buyer-initiated activity. Basically, sales desert. Yeah, and then the next day, business as normal, and it carries on for a few days. After which I have again that dip. I don't know. So first thing that I have noticed was that it has something to do with dispatch. I dispatch twice a week, Monday and Thursday, and it was always on one of those days. Yeah, on those dispatch days. At the beginning, I had a theory that I've just done the dispatch. Next one is in 3 days' time, so eBay is throttling my sales, so customer doesn't wait for parcels so long. 3 days until I dispatch, then 3 days for the delivery. Too long, so eBay throttles my sales. That was not the case. I've switched to 2 days dispatch, then 1 day dispatch, then even same day dispatch, and it happened. Shit was happening anyway. Yeah. In fact, it was happening more often as I had more dispatch days in a week. So I was like 100% sure that it has something to do with the dispatch. Something must trigger the algorithm to turn off the tap when I dispatch my items. Tracking uploaded too late or something else? I don't know. Then I've seen this one. So when you go here to account settings, and then you go here and click this postage preferences, you're going to get here to this screen, and we are talking about this shit. Yeah, cutoff times for same day dispatch. Yeah, that's what causes the problem. Now, I knew about it for years, but I kind of assumed that it doesn't apply to me because it's a same day dispatch cutoff point and I'm on 3 days dispatch time. So surely that makes no sense. Yeah, how can it apply to me when I'm on 3 days dispatch and this is same day dispatch? Yeah, I think I was wrong. I think it still applies to me, to you, to everybody else, no matter what is your dispatch pattern. Now, once again, paranoia alert. Yeah, it is preposterous. It doesn't make sense, but it happens, and evidence suggests that this is the reason why. Excuse me. So imagine situation. Your cutoff point is 6 a.m. You get a sale at 7 a.m. and you do your dispatch at 8 a.m. Yeah? And you include that order that came at 7. Yeah? 100% times it has turned into slow day. I mean 100% times. In most of the cases, one sale, that's the only sale. That sale in the morning, that was the only sale that I had. Yeah, but generally no buyer initiated activity. then I have deliberately, with cold blood, with premeditation, caused this kind of situation 10 times. 10 times I said, the sale came in the morning, I said, let's make it a slow day. Yeah? And 10 times out of 10, I had a slow day. Just to prove myself a point. Yeah? In the meantime, I was trying something else. When order came after my cutoff point, I was leaving this order for the next dispatch. Even though I still had time and it was possible to include it in the dispatch because my wife was still working on it, or I didn't even send her labels yet, emailed her labels yet, it was still time to include that order into the dispatch, but I left it. I didn't touch it. And I did it 20, 30 times, and I have avoided slow day. This is ridiculous. It makes no sense whatsoever. I was doing actually the opposite what eBay wants. They want positive buyer's experience, and surely it would be better for the buyer if I had actually included that item in my dispatch. They would get it at least 3 days earlier. But that was causing slow days, so I stopped to do it. And I've stopped to have slow days, like this one. Yeah? I don't know if it's a bug in the system or some flipping moron set it up like that deliberately. I know one thing. If your cutoff point is at 7 a.m., do the dispatch 7 a.m. sharp. And that's it. Whatever comes after that, leave it as it is. I do that now, and I avoid those slow days, like this. This is the last day on the photo. That was my deliberate action. Yeah, I've said to myself, if I will trigger that slow day 10 times without a fail, that will be enough evidence for me. And that was the 10th time. It was on Thursday last week or Thursday 2 weeks ago, something like that. Yeah, yeah, I think so. It was on 16th of Jan, I believe. Yeah, you may believe me, you may not believe me. I'm just telling you what I can see on my account. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Without insider knowledge, I can't say anything for sure. Maybe it's like your cutoff point is at 7 a.m., so do your dispatch, mate. If you are including the order that came at 8 a.m., then you didn't do your dispatch. You just printed out the labels and you didn't take them to the post office. So something is wrong, so we have to stop your sales. I don't know, but I'm telling you, when I've stopped to dispatch those extra items, those slow days stopped. I know it's preposterous. It makes no sense for eBay to kind of punish me because I've included that extra item in my dispatch, as I'm actually making a thing that is a good thing for the customer. Makes no effing sense. So what I do now is I've set up my cutoff point at 7 a.m. Yeah? I wake up in the morning on my dispatch day. I go and I do my dispatch 7 a.m. sharp. 5 past 7, done. And that's it. If anything comes through, tough titty. You're gonna get it late, mate. Sorry, but no sorry. Yeah? Sorry, but not sorry, I should say. Yeah. And I can say one thing. Since I've started doing it, I didn't have those slow days, out of the blue, unless I deliberately caused them to prove the point. I think the point is proven, so no more slow days for me. Obviously, when sales are generally slow and you can kind of see it coming, I can still have a slow day. I can still have 0 sales day, which I had recently. But that's a different story. I know I can see those days that those sales are slow and I may have a 0 sales day. It kind of jumps on me from what I can see. But I'm talking about that slow day out of the blue. Yeah? I'm talking about a slow day that doesn't have an explanation. Sales, boom, sales. And yeah, guys, that would be it for today. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button. If you wish to support the channel further, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. If you think that I'm paranoid, please let me know in the comment section. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. God bless you all and bye-bye.